Hi guys. There's a little bit of music on, so I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's on. Look at that. My hair is a hot red mess. Okay, hi guys. We'll get a few of you on. This room is not done yet. Okay, so I'm going to start right now. My name is Lynn Cicero, and I am a bariatric patient, meaning I put my stats up there. I talked about them last night. If you missed last night's episode, then you didn't get to hear my start weight, my current weight, and my goal weight. I think my highest weight was 295.6 or 7 pounds, something like that. And I've lost 38.5 pounds prior to surgery. That was a combination of before and the 2-week liver shrink. And also afterwards, I think I'm at 71 pounds afterwards. So you can look at my stats. They're in the description up top. So not to scare y'all away. I know, like, if someone said to me years ago, oh, 185, or excuse me, 184.6 I am as of this morning. I would have been like, ooh, that's still too big. Although when I say I want to lose 50 more pounds, people are like, what? But I do. Okay, so again, my name is Lynn Cicero, and I am a bariatric patient. I had surgery on December 19th of 2017. I do want to give a disclaimer before I go into tonight's episode, which is I am not a medical nurse. I am not a medical doctor. I am not a medical staff, a nutritionist, or anything like that. So whatever you decide to do, please check with your doctor. I'm just telling you my story. I'm basically your girl next door that throughout life had ups and downs on the scale, and we all have insecurities. I have insecurities always. Even when I was thin, I still thought that I was not thin enough. So those are some of the things. Now I'm in my room, which is still under construction. It looks pretty good, but it's not done for the reveal. So I'm trying to give you a different angle each time. I think my sister Christine might want to do a Facebook Live tonight. Sorry about that. There was an interruption there. I didn't mean to do that to y'all. My sister Christine, I think, is going to actually come on tonight, so I'm going to actually make this kind of quick. This is actually, I was talking about, I wore a dress today and stepping outside my comfort zone, and my comfort zone being that I don't ever wear dresses that are knee length. So I actually wore a dress that was knee length tonight, today, which was pretty awesome. So I got a lot of compliments, and I actually felt pretty good. I mean, when I left the house, I was a little apprehensive about it, but it just goes to show you that what you can't conceive today, maybe you might be able to pull off tomorrow. So even though I couldn't picture this a year ago, I picture it now, and as I get closer to my goal, the hard part is going to be maintenance. So without further ado, I am very, very proud of myself that I was able to accomplish that. And like I said, we all have insecurities. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages in regards to that people are going to start some kind of diet, or they're going to start some kind of regimen. So I just thought I would quickly, I've told you all about this before, which is the, hold on. Okay, Obesity Action Coalition, right here. This is, if you sign up, it has some really great articles in it, and there was one that I thought would actually be very beneficial for all of us. And it's how to spot and avoid fad diets. So a lot of times people want to lose weight quickly. I mean, we all heard it. I have a wedding, I have a reunion, and I want to lose weight. And so a lot of people are attracted to these fad diets. And quote unquote, what is a fad diet? Well, first of all, let me give attribute or credit to this person, Katie Chapman and Becca Wright. Okay, so we're going to talk about fad diets today. It typically makes promises of weight loss and other health benefits without solid scientific evidence. What are fad diets? Unrealistic promises. No solid research presented to back up claims. Major food groups are restricted. Less than 3 meals are eaten a day. Short-term plans are set that involve stages, and a celebrity or somebody else without credentials is promoted. Something exotic or unusual is consumed, often in large amount, and certain products must be purchased. So actually, fad diets actually show some temporary results, but can also start a pattern of yo-yo dieting and losing weight only to regain it. And these patterns are damaging both physically and mentally to your long-term health. And actually, dieters who lose it do fad diets usually gain the weight back, plus extra pounds, and additionally, these patterns often may contribute to feelings of failure and create a negative cycle of trying one fad diet after another fad diet. So that is what we're talking about. Now, why are we attracted to fad diets? Well, I know. We are like black and white thinking, such as eat this, never that. We like a challenge and the feeling of accomplishment when we get from sticking to a diet. And we want to make a drastic change and we want to see results. Yo-yo dieting is actually constantly being on a diet. You lose weight, you actually can't maintain the diet that you're on because it's not a lifestyle change, and you gain it back, and then the vicious cycle goes all in all. And so basically, me personally, I have been a yo-yo dieter for several years. I've told you all that I've done it all. I've done HCG. I've done some of your big popular names that I don't want to disparage that are out there. I mean, right now I'm doing a mini green smoothie 10 days, but I'm not doing smoothies for life, so I do that to break a stall. But some people, they do that. Then what is it? You have Slim Fast, you have people who do cabbage soup diet, or they do, I'm trying to think of some other ones, basically yo-yo dieting, and which leads to a lot of different things. People become anorexic, bulimic. Some people do go off that way as well. We want to keep up with the latest trends, and we may not feel confident in our ability to make healthy lifestyle changes, because who wants to do that? So when you're trying to lose weight, it's normal to be curious about new and any breakthrough that might help. Exercising and eating healthy foods in small portions may seem difficult and very boring. The thought of instant gratification can be tempting, so why not give the latest diet a try? So some fad diets includes elements of healthful dieting, like avoiding added sugars or processed foods, or eating fruits and vegetables. However, fad diets have added a component that is unnecessarily not based on research. We all need protein, however, consuming far too much of it places a strain on our kidneys. In addition, marketed supplements can cause side effects. So, you know, those magic hydroxy pills or those magic pills that you actually get without healthy, everything, like I said, when you're doing these things, they're great and all, I guess, for short term, or maybe if you have just 10 pounds to lose. But the problem is that when you're on this continuum, especially with children, I told you before, a teacher made a comment to me when I was in high school about me and my friend's legs, and that actually was one of the seeds that actually made me self-conscious and made me always try these fad diets. And I remember at the time there was fad diets where it was eat carbohydrates, not proteins, eat just vegetables. So anyway, there are better weight loss options. So if achieved through healthy lifestyle changes, for alternative ways to benefit from weight loss, consider healthier options. And so it actually helps you keep on track. So, okay, so let me list off a few fad diets. F-A-D, not fab. Juicing. Juicing can spike your blood sugar and remove fiber that's needed for fullness and digestion. Chewing solid food helps you feel fuller longer. Smoothies. Whether you make them at home or purchase them, smoothies can contain a surprising amount of calories or simple sugars. Opt for solid foods when you have a choice. I think when they're talking about smoothies, they may be talking about prepackaged ones, not ones that maybe you make. Broths. Broths can be high in saturated fat and low in some vitamins. Eat a variety of foods, including major food groups, especially fruits and vegetables. And then they bring up gluten-free. Gluten is the main protein found in whole wheat products unless you have a celiac disease, a wheat allergy, or gluten intolerance. There's no reason to avoid gluten. Gluten-free foods aren't always healthier and contain more fat and sugar. Crash diets, to lose a lot of weight quickly. The one you do before the wedding or the reunion. So anyway, we're going to go on to say healthy lifestyle changes can result in 1 or 2 pounds of weight loss per week on average when you crash diet and you lose water and sometimes muscle. So that's not good either. When you start doing a crash diet, your body will pick some of the other things, and a lot of times it likes to pick your protein, which affects your muscle. Going for long periods of time and not eating, your metabolism may slow down. If your body thinks it's starving, eating 3 meals a day, including breakfast, is a healthy option. If you get hungry between meals, have a healthy snack. Now these, of course, are outside of my bariatric eating because I have to do something different. But for those of you who don't want to do surgery or even after surgery, these are some things that you might want to avoid. Highly restrictive diets. Flexible eating patterns are more effective for weight loss than strict ones. Denying yourself certain foods may lead to cravings and a loss of some important nutrients. So sometimes those cravings are actually your body telling you what you should be having. Sometimes it's not always what you're desiring. So sometimes your body knows when it wants red meat. I know my body always knows when it wants red meat or it wants iron. Like I used to know when I wanted liver and onions. I know you're all going, ew, but I do like liver and onions. I can't have it now, but cleanses. Your body naturally eliminates toxins using the kidneys and liver and skin. So it's best to focus on what you put in rather than what you can get out. So actually what is known to be the most effective for weight loss is choosing to make small adjustments in our daily lives that we can stick to. So a lot of times when I was doing my pre-surgery, there was things that I knew I could do. I upped my protein. I talked to my nutritionist, my doctor. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do like bodybuilders do and do like 115 grams of protein a day. So you need to be cognitive of what you're putting in and also recording that so you can actually measure what works for you, because as I've stated over and over again, we all have different combinations to unlock that fat storage in our body. So here's some things to actually keep in mind. Aim for balance. Fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables and choose lean proteins, low-fat dairy options, whole grains, and fresh fruits, which is actually kind of true for a bariatric patient. Go for nutrients. Choose nutrient-dense foods over foods high in calories but low in nutrients. Don't starve yourself. Start with a basic plan of 3 meals a day and healthy snacks. I'm not really allowed to snack, so start your day right. Have a hearty breakfast that includes protein in the morning. So that is so very true. I actually do have protein in the morning. I start with a yogurt, like either Oikos, because I told you it's low in sugar, high in protein, or sometimes I just do one of those Premier protein shakes, which is it has like 30 grams of protein, and then it has, so it has whatever you put in your mouth. Think of it as if you had a very fancy car and that you were going to put the very high octane, put good stuff in, and that's very important, is to have something for breakfast. That's something I always fail to do. I would just like go. So you really need to watch. Start the day out right. Again, we talked about that. Limit processed foods. So those are true for those high in added sugar, sodium, and saturated fat. And remember, moderation is the key. So actually, basically, I've been posting, there's so many different things, like you can, tonight I had another mushroom pizza, and I kind of was a MacGyver. I reached in, I got some olives. So sometimes it's not like always following a recipe. You can modify them. I've been posting some recipes on the Beauty and the Bariatric page. One of them was, hamburger with cabbage and then layering it almost like lasagna. So to modify it, I really can't have the rice because it hogs up too much room in my bougie, my pouch. So what you can do is you can add different things. You can do cauliflower, maybe broccoli. You can add something else in there and modify it. It doesn't have to be hamburger. So one of the things you might want to do is come up with interesting ideas. Like I told you, my mushroom pizza. I've been jonesing for pizza, and so I can't have bread because bread absorbs a lot of liquid and it hogs up a lot of the stomach. So therefore, I don't do bread. So there we have it in that. So I know some people are thinking about doing bariatric surgery and some people aren't, but some people are getting on the fitness. So I made a quote tonight that I want my perspiration to be your inspiration. And my perspiration isn't running a marathon. I made this quote for somebody else who put up a Transformational Tuesday picture. In the dieting world, and I hate to use the word dieting, lifestyle change world, when it comes to health, what you want to do is what I wanted to say was one of the sayings is Transformational Tuesday. Then they have Face-to-Face Friday, but Transformational Tuesday is where people will put up their journey, they'll put their start weight, and that's why tonight I put that up for you. And so I've noticed that other people that I know are starting to come out and put up some of their information as well, which is beautiful. And so then it just rolled off my lips that this person's perspiration was my inspiration, because as all of you come on and you cheerlead me, or you're going through your own demons and trying to get fit, you're all my inspiration as well. So like I've told you many times, not only making these little changes, which is something that they do when you go on a bariatric surgery path, is that whole time when you're qualifying for insurance and you're going through the cardiologist or the EGDs or the psych evaluation, everything is preparing you. So during this time, you want to start doing these steps that I said, not a fad, not like I stuffed my face for 2 of the 3 months, or some people 5 of the 6 months, stuff my face. And then when it comes up to that I have to prove to the insurance that I can lose some weight, that I did some crazy fad diet or something that didn't, document, anything. Now there are little quick fixes, so I don't want to disparage all of these things, because some of these things are very good for you, but it's all in moderation. Like I said, right now I took a break. I was doing a 10-day smoothie, but I do 2 smoothies and I have a sensible dinner. Like I said, it's really one big smoothie for one big smoothie, and you spread it out across breakfast and lunch. And then what you do is you have a sensible light dinner, which is what I did. So it's not that I'm just doing smoothies all day, although you could do that if you wanted to. So some of these items you really want to just be very careful on. You don't want to just do, I'm going to do the cabbage soup diet, or I'm just going to eat peanut butter. I did talk about that I wanted to dabble in the keto a little bit to break a stall. Those things for short term, if you're trying to shake things up or something, I think do have some merit. So I'm going to sway a little bit from the article, because I've tried the sensible eating, and sometimes when that stall is too long and it's not moving, it is very disheartening, and you do want to just throw in the towel. Again, go back to stepping outside the comfort zone. Love who you are today. Your body may not be where it is. I mean, I don't have daddy long legs, like supermodel legs, but they get me from point to A to B, and they actually looked really okay today. I was actually shocked, and I was actually shocked So sometimes when you step outside that comfort zone, you actually will find something, and something that is exciting and new to you, and then life doesn't get old. I don't know, losing the weight that I've lost so far, I feel so excited. I feel so happy. I feel so wonderful. Today was one of those days where I wore this cute little dress and I was really happy. So now I'm looking forward to what I might choose to wear tomorrow. So those little tiny things that keep me going, they don't keep me discouraged. It doesn't take a fad diet so you can get from 60 to 0 in 5 days. It's a journey, and even though I may reach my goal of 135 pounds, it's going to be a lifetime of maintaining it, and how I'm going to maintain it is through being sensible and changing my lifestyle, because all of this, the dress, tastes so much better than that crappy food, that processed food, that fast food. So make sure that whether you want to start a diet today or a lifestyle change today, and maybe eventually you want surgery, or you may lose the weight on your own without surgery, make sure that you keep your eye on the prize. And some of those prizes you don't see right this moment. You have no clue. It could be a relationship. It could be the man or woman of your dreams that you have not even met yet that is out there. But because you get to repackage yourself, and when you get to repackage yourself, it's not that you weren't worth loving before, but the real you does start to come out, the you that's been locked inside. So I'm going to leave you with that. So please step outside your comfort zone. Make a change in your life. Start anywhere. Even if it's changing coffee out for water, drink more water than coffee. Change is incremental, and it becomes a lifestyle change. And with that, guys, I think that I am actually going to let you go, because my sister, I think, might come on, and I love her. I actually thought about going to her house and doing one together, but it kind of got late. And I'm gonna, without further ado, so ciao, bells and bellas and bellows.